आज हम लोग पढ़ेंगे बाइलिनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कॉम्प्लेक्स एनालिसिस से। ये पेपर आता है बीएससी जनरल इलेक्टिव 4। तो हम लोगों ने लास्ट क्लास में देखा कि ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन का मतलब क्या होता है, और आज हम लोग देखेंगे कि क्या है बाइलिनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। तो फर्स्ट वी सी द डेफिनेशन ऑफ बाइलिनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. So the transformation T defined by W equal to TZ, okay, equal to AZ plus B divided by CZ plus D, and put it equation number 1 where A, B, C and D are the complex numbers and AD minus BC not equals to 0. Now AD minus BC not equals to 0 is very important. And if AD minus BC not equal to 0, then we say that the above transformation, that is equation number 1, is known as the bilinear transformation. Now one can be written as W equal to AZ plus B divided by CZ plus D, and this implies CZW plus DW minus AZ minus B equal to 0. So here the one question arises, why the AD minus BC not equals to 0? So AD minus BC if equals to 0, then A by C equal to B by D. Okay, then A by C equal to B by D. And just because of this value, the equation number 1, we get that the numerator and denominator of W are proportional. Okay, and as a consequence, the W is constant and independent of Z, and thus the entire Z plane is mapped into the same point in the W plane, and therefore the transformation, that is 2, is linear in both Z and W, and hence it is called a bilinear transformation, and it is also called a Mobius transformation. Okay, sometimes it is also known as Mobius transformation. This is very important, and this definition will come for the 2 marks in your exams. So this is important. Next is a fixed point. So what this fixed point is? So here in the above transformation, that is 1, we have used the complex numbers A, B, C, D, and these numbers are known as the fixed points. Okay, so the definition of the fixed point is the point which coincide with their transformations are called fixed or invariant point of the transformation. Somehow it is also known as invariant point. Okay, now third one. Third is cross ratio. So the cross ratio is very important for the 6 marks or 7 marks question will ask in your exams from the cross ratio. And the definition from the cross ratio is the cross ratio of the 4 points Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4 taken in this order is defined to be equal to Z1 minus Z2 bracket close, then Z3 minus Z4 bracket close, whole divided by Z2 minus Z3 bracket close, and then Z4 minus Z1 bracket close. So how can we learn this one? So this is very easy. We just write the first is Z1 minus Z2. Okay, and we put the bracket close and then write a divide sign. Since we have into Z2, so we will start here the Z2. So Z2 minus Z3. Since we end with the Z3, so we will write in the numerator 3 minus 4. Okay, and then at the last we will write 4 minus 1. So in this way we can learn the fixed cross ratio of the 4 points Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4. Okay, so here the points Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4 are also known as the fixed points. Okay, so let's see some theorem on this transformation. So the theorem is the cross ratio of the 4 point is invariant under a bilinear transformation. So what the invariant means? Invariant means the fixed points. Okay, so let us prove this theorem. Let W1, W2, W3 and W4 be the 4 points and be the images of the 4 distinct points of Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4 respectively under a bilinear transformation. And we know the bilinear transformation is W equal to AZ plus B divided by CZ plus D. And the condition is AD minus BC not equals to 0. So here we see that W is AZ plus B by CZ plus D. So if Z1 be a point, yet W2 be a point, yet W1 be a point, then what we will write? We just write W1 equal to AZ1 plus B divided by CZ1 plus D. If we are talking about the W2, then we will write like this. W2 is AZ2 plus B divided by CZ2 plus D. And a similar manner we can write for the 3. Then we write for the 4. Okay, so this way. So here we have the values of W1, W2, W3 and W4 understood. So we will write like this, that we have to prove that W1 minus W2 into W3 minus W4 divided by W2 minus W3 bracket, then W4 minus W1 is equals to Z1 minus Z2, Z3 minus Z4 divided by Z2 minus Z3, Z4 minus Z1. So let us prove this one. So to prove this one, we just find the value of the bracket one first. That means first we find the value for W1 minus W2. Thereafter we will find the value of W3 minus W4, W2 minus W3 and thereafter W4 minus W1. And we put all that values in the left hand side. What we have to prove. Okay, so let us find the value for W1 minus W2. Now this is equals to AZ1 plus B divided by CZ1 plus D minus AZ2 plus B divided by CZ2 plus D. Now taking the LCM, while taking the LCM, we have in the denominator CZ1 plus D into CZ2 plus D. Now in the numerator we have AZ1 plus B into CZ2 plus D minus AZ2 plus B bracket CZ1 plus D. Now we simplify this bracket portion. So we have this value in our hand. Okay, this one. So we see that in this value, we have cancelled with the value AC Z1 Z2. They can cancel. Then we have ADZ1, ADZ1, no ADZ1. Thereafter, sorry, we are going to cancel the value of ACZ1 Z2, this one, and then BD. Okay, so we are living with the 4 values ADZ1 plus BCZ2 minus ADZ2 minus CBZ1 and whole divided by CZ1 plus D into CZ2 plus D. And this value will become AD minus BC is common, so we have Z1 minus AD minus BC is again common, so we have Z2. So this factor, after simplifying this value, we are having the value like W1 minus W2 equal to AD minus BC into Z1 minus Z2 divided by CZ1 plus D into CZ2 plus D. So in a similar pattern, we will find the value for W2 minus W3, thereafter W3 minus W4, W4 minus W1. So we can write in the similarly that the values are like this one. So W3 minus W4 equal to AD minus BC bracket Z3 minus Z4 divided by CZ3 plus D, CZ4 plus D. Remember, whenever you have the value of 3 and 4, so you are getting the value here, 3 minus 4, and then we have here Z3, here is Z4. Okay. Similarly, if we are having the W2 minus W3, then we have the value of AD minus BC is common, then Z2 minus Z3 divided by CZ2 plus D, CZ3 plus D, and at last W4 minus W1 equal to AD minus BC bracket close, W4 minus Z1 divided by CZ4 plus D bracket CZ1 plus D. Okay. So now we are getting all the 4 values here. So now we put all these values in the left hand side what we have to prove. Okay. So the left hand side is W1 minus W2, W3 minus W4, W2 minus W3, W4 minus W1. Didi. So this is equals to AD minus BC bracket Z1 minus Z2 divided by CZ1 plus D, CZ2 plus D. And then we have bracket AD minus BC Z3 minus Z4 divided by CZ3 plus D, CZ4 plus D. And whole the value divided by AD minus BC Z2 minus Z3 divided by CZ2 plus D bracket CZ3 plus D, and then AD minus BC Z4 minus Z1 divided by CZ4 plus D and CZ1 plus D. Now you see all this value, we are going to the cancel the value of so here we are cancelling the values of AD minus BC, and then we have AD minus BC. There's Z1 minus Z2, Z3 minus Z4, and thereafter we have the value this one. So now we are going to the cancel all these values. So AD minus BC is cancel, AD minus BC, AD minus BC, AD minus BC. Okay, and then we are going to the left with the values. So CZ1 plus D, CZ1 plus D here, CZ3 plus D, CZ3 plus D, CZ2 plus D here, CZ2 plus D, then CZ4 plus D, CZ4 plus D. So we are leaving with only 4 values, the 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator, and the left value is Z1 minus Z2 bracket Z3 minus Z4 whole divided by Z2 minus Z3, then Z4 minus Z1. So this will prove our result that the bilinear transformation. So here in this way we have proved that the cross ratio of the 4 points is invariant under a bilinear transformation. So this is the theorem we have done today. So next day we will come with some more theorems and the problems. Thank you all.